Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. Fantastic to have you here. Today is part 2 of the fire pit table build. We got a lot of things to do today, so let's jump to it. Thanks for joining. So last video we made a 4x4 square tabletop, but this tabletop actually needs to be a circle, so we need to draw a circle on it and cut it out. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is, since this is going to be a fire pit table powered by propane, we need to cut a hole with the height and diameter of a propane tank. And before we do that, I need to secure these metal bands with some self-tapping screws. And once that's done, I'm going to tape out the hole and cut it with an oscillating tool. Okay, now since we got the door cut out, I'm going to go ahead and put on the fixtures. So I got some hinges, I got a handle, I got a latch. We're going to put those on real quick, and then we're going to move on to the tabletop. Okay, now since we got the door on, next thing we need to do is we need to attach this plate steel on the top of this. This is actually what's going to hold the rocks and the actual burning element of the propane. We need to screw this on. I'm going to bring the tabletop over and we're going to cut a hole in the top for the lid. Okay, so now since we have the table mounted, I need to cut a circle for the middle opening for the fire. I got a handheld router here, and I got a circle as my guide. So, let's get to it. next thing we need to do, now since we have the lid cut out, is mark the sheet metal with a Sharpie where it's going to be. Then we're going to take off the tabletop and we're just going to heat this sheet metal up with an acetylene torch and beat it with a hammer to make a bowl. Alright, I just finished up with the acetylene torch making this. As you can see, I put some black Rust-Oleum paint on it just to keep it from rusting in the future. Actually, the next part of this is this tabletop, this middle circle. I need to put a metal band around just to prevent it from burning from the heating element in the middle. So let's get to that. Okay, now since we got the metal ring, I'm going to go ahead and finish this bottom side. So I'm going to give it a light sanding, and then I'm going to bring the torch over and we're going to give it a nice char finish look, and then we'll screw it back on. Okay, before we put the tabletop back on, we're going to go ahead and finish this base. So we're going to sand it nice and smooth. We're going to finish it. The finish we're using for the table and this is, we're actually just going to burn it with the acetylene torch and then rough it up with a metal brush and then re-sand it with a really fine sandpaper. Give it that nice rustic look. So we're going to finish up this and then put the tabletop back on and we'll be good. Okay, so now since we finished this bottom, let's go ahead and screw the top on. Well, that'll wrap it up for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.